weakness?
Has none.
So
Can't
what?
Separate from anybody.
How am I supposed to integrate him into the offense?
I don't know. If Bryce Butler had been healthy the last 3 games, I promise you the coaching staff would have replaced Des Bryant mostly with Bryce Butler. And yesterday they tried to keep Des on the sideline for a few plays.
He wouldn't have it.
And he wouldn't have it. And so now Dak has to go over and try to talk him off the ledge, and Cole Beasley's trying to talk him off the ledge, and it just disturbs the whole sideline. The whole psyche of the team is off kilter because 88's on a rampage on the sideline.
But in all honesty, we see this with a lot of fathers trying to make their sons be men before it's their time. Jerry wants Dak to be a franchise quarterback. Skip, you see it with your own eyes. Dak has regressed some this year, and that's okay. Maybe this was supposed to be his rookie year. He just had it in the sophomore year.
Okay,
everything went well.
Who can you throw it to? Who is available? He kept dropping back yesterday. And by the way, the offensive line that had 3 top 25 players, they don't belong anymore. I promise you. The offensive line got its golden tails whipped yesterday. I know there was no Tyron Smith, but that center and that guard who were supposed to be the 2 best. Hey, they were just getting whipped all day long. Dak drops back, and he's just like having to fold up and run for his life.
Once with a 3-man rush against 5 blockers. But here's the thing, Skip. This is why I can't hold Jason. Jason really is a figurehead. Jerry coaches his team. Skip. Jerry Jones is in charge of the final 53. He's in charge of the free agency. He's in charge of the draft. You tell me the players on that roster offensively that puts fear in you other than Zeke. You name the skill position. You name the wide receiver. Bless Jason Witten-Hart. Jason Witten is not getting any faster. Yeah. He's averaging a little over 8 yards a catch. Now, he's sure-handed, but Skip, he can't move the needle.
No.
Dad can't get deep.
Well, in the end, he was all that Dak had yesterday. Most of the big catches in the fourth quarter came from Jason Witten.
And guess why? Because the defense said, we'll give you that. We just want the time. Dinking and dunking. I told you, he's a dink and dunk. You know, Captain check down Charlie Alex, check down Alex. Now we got dink and dunk Dak. That's eating you up, Skip.
No, it's not. It's not eating you up at all.
You know what? Fewer yards per attempt than Mitchell Trubisky.
You're flat out wrong about this. Everybody's afraid of Dak Prescott.
No, they're not.
They won 11 straight games, and he shredded this league last year. You're just wrong.
Skip.
I'm sorry.
They singled up.
You know?
They went man-free and say, I dare you to throw it to Dez. I dare you to throw it to Brown. I dare you to throw it to Jason Witten.
Those are points for Dak Prescott, who had a higher degree of difficulty in the league this year among contending teams than this quarterback. Nobody. Nobody. They couldn't protect him, and he has nobody who can get open.
When Zeke was gone, he was just eating the mails. He was just eating the mails yesterday. You saw him yesterday? He had 11 rushes. He had 11 attempts in the first quarter. He had 13 after that. Now, he's averaging 4 yards a carry. Now, I don't know about you, but from where I'm sitting, if Zeke could have carried the ball 40 times, I'm going to give it to him 40 because this is what I know.
Yeah.
Well, Dak Prescott is not going to deliver you, Skip.
He did. I just went through it. That was a vintage Dak attack drive. 75 yards in 12 or 13 plays. Are you kidding me? They had the game because of the quarterback.
Skip,
you can't argue out of this one. You're just flat wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong.
21 of 34 for $182.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to win with that?
Look what the other quarterback did. And by the way, Sean Lee, that you have ridiculed again and again, all he does is turn this defense into a pretty good defense. Without Sean Lee, it's a pretty awful defense. And what did they do to Russell Wilson yesterday? He threw for 93 yards. Have you uttered a word about that? 93 yards.
He got the dub.
Wait.
What I'm talking about, George?
Seattle had 136 total yards. Yeah. This game is on a silver platter. First and goal from the 3. All you got to do is take it home.
And your quarterback couldn't beat a team that only had 136 total yards. Are you proud of that? Like you asked me, you proud of that?
Yeah, because Seattle's pretty good on defense, and obviously they're playing for their lives. And what did you tell me on Friday? Mr. Hall of Famer,
I told you
they're dangerous. They're going to come in. They're going to be tough to beat because they're going to bounce back on pride. And that's all the Fox guys kept saying, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman yesterday. Oh, Seattle, you don't know how much they wanted this game. Well, they did. And if you give them an opening, if you give them life, with the pick six, with the drop. I didn't even get to Dez. They finally got him a pass late in the first half, and he just loaf of breads it and gets it knocked out of his hands, and Seattle goes right down and scores. You can't keep doing that. You gave him 2 short field scores, and then you got him again. It looks like you got him on the ropes. And what happens on the last Dez drop? He goes over the middle, and don't tell me this is a bad pass, because remember, Dak and Dez have no rhythm, no rapport, no wavelength whatsoever. No. So he is looking for Dez Bryant to sit down in the middle of the zone, and he keeps moving, and so the ball's a little behind him, just a little bit behind him. Hey, can Shannon Sharp make that catch? You know what? Seriously, I could make that catch. It's not that bad. Well, it's just right here.
Well, the thing is, Skip, is that's the thing, because he's not used to playing the slot. Yeah. Slot is that you got to be on the quarterback's wavelength. He's trying to save Dez from a headache. That's why he put it on his back shoulder, because I don't know if he noticed. I don't know if it was Bobby Wagner or K.J. Wright. That was Bobby Wagner. He's finna drop that thunder on him. Yeah. He didn't want them headaches.
So Dez Bryant signed a 5-year, $70 million contract with $45 million guaranteed.
Yes.
You have to live up to that. But again, if you look
he earned that contract now.
Okay, he earned it.
If you look at 11 through 14, he earned it.
Before the contract, he was averaging 6 catches a game and 86 yards a game, which is pretty good.
Damn good.
After the contract, only 4 catches a game and 55 yards a game. That's a precipitous drop for a number 1 receiver.
And what should have happened, he and Dak should have took this over when Zeke is out. That's the time that you said, okay, I'm in the same breath as the Antonio Browns, the Julio Jones, the A.J. Green, the Mike Evans. I'm of that ilk. Okay. So let me show you why Jerry paid me the big bucks.
Okay, so if you did just cut Dez after this year, you only owe him $8 more million. The $45 million is already gone.
$8 million on the dead cap. You don't owe him anything. You've already paid him.
But I'm saying you'd have to pay the piper $8 million, which is not terrible. So I'm thinking when Earl Thomas ran up the runway and caught Jason Garrett just before the locker room and said, hey, basically,
come get me.
Yeah, come get me if you can. I'm thinking, why not? Why not offer Dez straight up for Earl Thomas?
Man, Seattle put puss in Jason Garrett and Jerry.
Maybe they think Earl's kind of on the downside.
No.
Maybe they think
Earl's still flying around making plays.
Well, they have not re-upped him.
That's okay.
He's going into his final year of his deal.
That's okay.
And they're both in the same draft.
I don't want
14th overall versus 24th overall.
I still believe Earl Thomas is the preeminent free safety in all of football. Dez Bryant is like the 30th ranked receiver. I'll name 20 receivers, Skip, and you say I'll take him over Dez Bryant.
Okay, maybe Seattle doesn't want to pay Earl going forward. Maybe they.
You want to pay Dez?
Remember, he broke his leg. Well, I'm just saying, maybe you could just trade problem for problem.
No.
Headache.
Earl ain't no problem. No, that's problems. Because, Skip, listen, Doug Baldwin is better. They got better players. They don't need that kind of headache.
Yeah.
If Dallas wants to stick with Dez, maybe they redo the contract. But Dez is not that guy. Dez deserved to get that contract at the end of 2014. But you look at 15, 16, 17, Skip, he's not that guy anymore. He's not, and he will not, because Dez has gotten no better at the art of running routes. Dez cannot, he never could run the entire route tree. And the thing was, he didn't work at it. I bet you go find Julio Jones. You find A.J. Green. You find Larry Fitzgerald. They're working on their craft. Running 2 routes, unless you just like unbelievable. Kareem only had one move, the sky hook, where you couldn't stop it. But guess what, Skip? Dez Bryant relied on athleticism. What happens when you're not that athletic 24, 25-year-old? You're a 29 aging wide receiver. What happens then when you can't get up? Skip, if that's Richard Sherman, okay. If that's Pat Peterson, okay. That's Taliba Chris Harris, okay. They got no names out there on Dez Bryant, locking him up one-on-one and say, I dare you to throw it to him.
Game after game after game. It wasn't just yesterday. It's the whole year.
So you can say Shannon, you hating on Dez? Watch the tape.
Okay. Why are you hating on Dak when you say that Dez is the liability problem? Because I think he ruined the whole year for the whole offense because they kept going back to the well that is dry.
Hey.
It's dry.
I understand, and it's hard, Skip, because he's a young player. He doesn't have the cachet just yet to veto what the coaches are asking him to do. But for me, Skip, if I got to give Jason Witten 15 balls and he gets 75 yards and a couple of touchdowns, if I got to go to Cole Beasley, so be it. I'm not, because here's the thing. The one thing you could ill afford to do in a game like this, Skip, was turn the ball over. That's the only way Seattle can beat you, because they couldn't move. They have no running game. They were 5 sacks on 3 sacks on Russ. So they couldn't move the ball. The only way they can beat you, Skip, is if you turn it over. If they get a pick six, they get a scooping score, or you put them on short fields. That's the only way.
The only way they can beat you is if you get first and goal from the 3 with 8 minutes left in the game and you score 0.
Yeah.
0?
Yeah. You can.
Well, that'll beat you.
But see, Skip, the thing is, you say Bailey is the most accurate kicker.
Mm-hmm. He was going in.
He's never had this kind of pressure. Now
Yeah, he is. He's been clutch.
No, he's kicking field goals to keep you in the playoff hunt. No, he ain't been had those kind of games. Oh, last year everything's free and easy, Skip. 11 straight, 8 straight, 9 straight, 10 straight, 11 straight. No, with that pressure. See, now you got pressure because you need to make this one because now you need to make this field goal, Skip, and get the onside.
But you already saw his wheels starting to come off at the Giants. And again, he had a pulled groin, so he missed 3 games. Mm-hmm. And once it starts to get in
If I'm Zeke, I'm going to ask for a contract extension. I want a raise. Because y'all saw what y'all was out without me. Now give me a raise.
You know what? I would say if I were Jerry Jones and Zeke came and sat across from me.
What?
I'd say, could you explain, young man, what happened in the 2 home games that we lost at my palace, Jerry World, with you in the lineup to the Los Angeles Rams and to Aaron Rodgers? Help me out. You explain it to
I
me.
got a transcendent player, and I got a guy on the other side that's going to be the MVP. Now, can you tell me? Now, look here, Jerry. I know you've had my back and you went to bat for me, but I want a raise because y'all can't do nothing without old Zeke.
Well, old Zeke was there for that L.A. Rams game, and they did have a pretty commanding lead at halftime, and Zeke was there for that Aaron Rodgers at Jerry World game, and Aaron was completely healthy that game as far as I know.
And cooked you again.
And he cooked me again, except Dak had 2 sensational games against both the Rams and the Packers, and especially against the Packers. Dak Prescott had a QBR of 97 on a scale of 0 to 100, which was a whole lot better than Aaron Rodgers' 74 in that game. But the game turned on what, for me, was just a not meant to be year. Remember this pick six? He hits Terrence Williams right in the hands. Remember this?
Yeah.
And it goes right through his hands to some Packer who just waltzes into the end zone.
Yeah.
Right through his hands. So you're blaming Dak Prescott for that?
Oh, Skip.
They should have won that game. But it comes down to, you know who should go in and ask for a raise today? Sean Lee. Do you realize?
Did you see what Davis did to him? Did you see Mark Davis shake him out his shoes?
Yeah. Did you see what?
Chop they out there naked.
Yeah, go ahead. You can tweet that all you want. Twitter goes crazy about it. And guess what young Mr. Davis had for the whole football game? He had 15 carries for a grand total of 25 yards. Guess who put helmet on helmet time and time again? Number 50.
Not that time.
Number 50.
He got a highlight reel. If Mark Davis don't play another game, he going to tell his kid, the grandkid, look at what your old papa did.
Sean Lee did a number for this defense. The whole defensive world revolves around Sean Lee, who is more valuable to this defense than any player is to any other defense in the NFL.
I understand that
this was a playoff defense with Sean Lee.
Okay, I get that. Now, I get that Dak turned the ball over, Daz fumbled the ball, and he threw a pick. But the Cowboys don't have to let him score. They gave up tubs, not field goals. They didn't have to do that. I don't care.
Short field.
The great defense, Seattle. What did Seattle do to y'all? Y'all had the ball on the 3-yard line.
I just told you.
Okay, then. Well, tell me.
They had 136 total yards against Sean Lee and company. 136 total yards.
You make it seem
the
like
leading rusher was Russell Wilson with 9 for 29. That's 3.2 a carry.
And guess what bus they got on?
Wow.
That Werner's bus. We did looking at the window, cheerleaders going, yeah, rah, rah, we won. The Cowboys. Bam.
Yeah.
Christmas ain't going to be the same.
I personally want to congratulate Dak Prescott on a very good year.
No, he ain't
long odds.
No, I'm not going to let you do that.
I'm not going to let you do that.
Odds.
No Zeke for 6 games.
Exactly.
No Sean Lee for like 8 games.
You get you get two. You get A or B. Results or excuses. Pick one and stand in the corner.
The other guy who should go in for a raise is Tyron Smith, because you look at all the second-level rushing stats. Yeah. The best left tackle blocking for the run, Tyron Smith.
I got some hot air. You Joy. Come on over here.
Are you giving holiday pay though?
Yeah.
You got some hot luck over there.
Hot dub.
Got a lot of hot luck.
Seattle is still alive. They have Arizona next Sunday, but they also need to not only win that game, they need the Falcons to lose.
Why are you going to Philly?
To get a wild card.
Why are y'all going to Philly?
I don't know.
Stay home.
Yeah, Philly wins tonight. It means 0.
0.
Yeah.
If I'm Doug Peters, I ain't even playing. I'll forfeit that game. Yeah. I'm getting ready for the playoffs.
Well, why not?
I don't want y'all out there trying to hurt my
Eagles
players.
colors or Christmas colors?
Yeah, get a little bit of both.
Well, remember
this old criminal green, Philly green.
Dallas a year ago had to basically forfeit this game.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Skip.
Well, they did.
Don't do that.
Well,
don't do that.
Well.
Did Tom Brady clinch the MVP award yesterday? We'll discuss that next.
MVP.